What you want to be loved? I gotta lie and make it work. Never fucking think you what you want me at. Told me that you never fucking think I can have. But it's over there, I'm out of the shit. I want to make the fucking shit in the back. You can get it, you can get it. Feel like that you can get it. Ooh, oh, oh, feel like that you can get it. What you want to be loved? Hold you something of it, so that you can get it. You can get it, for I see the people sometimes they need it. Telling me I got to go. Never fucking have a fuck. I was trying to make it work. Think I'm thinking of motherfucker. Feel like that you can get it. Ooh, oh, oh, feel like that you can get it. What you want to be loved?
Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the True Blue Podcast. I'm your host, Zach Zucardi. You can find me on Instagram at True Blue Podcast. And here we are. It's June. I took some time off just to chill out and take care of business, But I wanted to record. So here we are, June, 10th or some shit, man? June 10th. Nice shit. It has been pretty fucking hot here in New Mexico. And from what I hear, it's been the same in New Jersey, from what my mom tells me. And that humidity makes a difference. So, I'll bitch all day about it, but it's much better here. Much better. So we have a great show for you. I have shit to say, and then we'll get positive, and then we'll talk about some poetry, and then we'll go fucking talk some music, and I'll send you home. Oh, man. So yeah, just chilling. Pretty good day. I went and swam. That was good. I realize as pale as I am, I still love the water. I'll put on the SPF 2000. You know what I'm saying? I really do. Like, the way, this may sound weird, but I think some people will get this. The way my body feels in the water, it's just like always cool. Something, I don't know, I just, you're sort of weightless, and it has its own resistance, and you could just float, or there's many different ways to do your thing, swimming or whatever. Yeah. And I went swimming today for exercise, but just thinking about it, I'm like, I love it, and I've never let it hold me back. Like, as far as like being out and like having to do the sunscreen and being on top of it, because when you're as fucking pale as I am, let me tell you, you got to be careful. Even like you'll be walking somewhere, you'll be in a car, you know what I'm saying, and that fucking hurts. I think I mentioned before, the top 3 pains in my life have been heartache, sunburn, and toothache. You cannot. Those are 3 fucking. You know what I'm saying? Those are heavy hitters right there. And I bet sunburn, I mean, that's almost like number 1 for me. Because you get sunburn and that shuts you down. Like, oh, God. I mean, think about this. Like, you get sunburn and even water doesn't, like, soothe it. You got to get that aloe spray. And when you get the aloe spray, you got to get the Solocane one. Never, ever buy the store-bought one. Because that shit will, it leaves this gross sticky residue where the Solocane does not. But yeah, I mean, just something about the water, it just feels good. It just feels good on my body. I did a DNA thing recently, which is pretty cool. And I was talking to my mom about it. And for those of you who haven't done the DNA testing thing, it's pretty cool. It that it narrows down like where you're from and gives you the percentages of like your like background or whatever. That's pretty cool. And then it connects you with other people who are like your family, your cousins or whatever. It even tells you like 3rd, 4th cousins, and I don't know that you're going to connect with all those people, but some people might. But it's just interesting to see. Beyond that, it's not that cool. What they do, here's like what they do, is they'll be like, oh, you're Irish, and then they'll like Wikipedia you some bullshit about Ireland. Like, yeah, you're Irish, read this shit. And it has nothing to do about fucking like anything about your family, really. And then, what the fuck else? They had this thing called traits, where like they'll try to like locate your traits. Like, are people in your family normally... Do they have long hair? Do they have blue eyes? Do they have a sensitivity to wheat? Are they lactose intolerant? Are they typically, like, they have a sensitivity to, like, sugars? What was another one? Another one was, like, hair color. All this shit, right? And even those, I don't know. It was just sort of, like, general. Really general. And for that, like, traits feature on it, you have to pay extra for it. So definitely not worth it. But it is cool. It is cool to see that shit. Best thing I could suggest is look around the holidays. In fact, right now, if you want to do that shit, you can get on there and there's like discounts for Father's Day. It's pretty cool. So anyway, I was telling my mom, and my mom got the impression that this will tell me like everything about everyone in our family ever, which is not the case. She's thinking it's going to be as specific as like, hey, his favorite drink was milk, and he hated raisins, and they had a nickname of this, and they slept on their side, like all this shit, like this mega detail. And it was just like, hey, Wikipedia, Ireland, yeah, there's a lot of white people there. Fucking A, check it out. Yeah, it's here. There was some potato famine. Whatever. So, but it was cool to see like the breakdown of everything. But I had to like, when I was telling my mom everything, she was expecting like mega detail. But the way you get mega detail is if you have someone in your family who can help track things, and then they create a family tree and they put links and stuff. I actually have someone on my mom's side. It'd be like a third cousin, maybe. Fourth, fifth, who the fuck knows? I think they're second, or something like that, right? She was kind enough, and she did a lot of research. She went to Ireland and shit. So, pretty cool shit. Let me pull up my notes here. What the fuck else? When you're texting and you spell the and it spells THR, can we just have that be fucking the spelling of the? Can it be like a double spelling? I almost like it, even the way it looks. THR? I mean, THE, yeah, it's the right spelling and all, but THR, sometimes like that's the one thing I do not correct. I definitely correct ducking, and all the other annoying ones. What really sucks? Hitting your forearm on a doorknob. That fucking sucks, especially when you're going to pee in the middle of the night and you just fucking like whack your forearm. Oh man, then you gotta ice it. You don't have to, but like you should. It really help with the swelling. As I've gotten older, I've gotten way less sensitive about my name, the spelling of my name, the pronunciation. Over my life, people have seemed to call me Josh for some reason. I think it has to do with my name being Zach. I think it has to do with maybe sometimes how I say it. Maybe I mumble. I think maybe I look like a Josh, but I get that from so many people. But anyway, back to my name. I could care less how you spell it. I used to give a shit. Even with my family members, I'd be thinking, oh, my fucking uncle doesn't even know how to spell my name right. What the hell? But I don't care. Fucking cares. You can call me Josh, David. People at work, when they, when I'm talking to a customer or something, and they hear my name differently, and they're like, thanks, Eugene. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'm Eugene. Fucking A. Have a good day. No problem. But yeah, just something as I got older, I could care less. I really could care less. People misspelling my name and shit, whatever. You can buy me something with my name misspelled on it. But I will say this. I will fucking say this. I love seeing my name spelled right. Zachary. Because there's so many damn ways now to spell it, which is retarded, but there is. But yeah, it's nice to see it spelled right. I'm thinking of boring superpowers. So one of them is, when someone's around you and they sneeze, and then you're like, God bless you, and then they sneeze like 700 more times, and you're like, fuck. What are you going to sit there like and say God bless you to every damn one? Do you wait? Do you walk away? What do you do? It's kind of the same vibe of like holding the door for somebody. Like how far, and then you make eye contact. It's awkward. Like how far away do they have to be for you to like hold the door for them? The same way for this. So the boring superpower would be you knew the exact amount of sneezes before you have to say God bless you. But sometimes I just don't say anything. I'm like, fuck it. This is just like too much work. You know what I'm saying? Let's see here. One thing that I think is kind of lame, I see it a lot online, is when people like something, and they post it or they agree with it and they post it or whatever, they'll just write this. And that's just so whack to me. This. It's like, ugh. It's just so, ugh. People use it for, of course, everything. And, it's good to relate to things. Just sometimes the language with it makes me kind of cringe a little. I'm like, oh, this. Like you needed this today. Someone posted something like, that you really connect with. And that's great. All that shit's great. And I'm just really being, just picking out things and stuff. But when you see this, ugh, or any of that one word shit usually that people like, they think they're being so, yeah. Let's see here. Onto this thing. Also, when people turn a certain age, whether they're 30, 40, 50, 60, 20, whatever, 30, whatever the fuck, they write in their caption, like, let's say they post a picture of themselves, they write, this is 30, and I just, this is 40, this is 50, so, doesn't that, just even me saying it, doesn't that make you just go, this is 40, this is it, everybody, look at me, you see it in me, this is 40, okay, this, what you see before you is 40, okay, alright, behold, get a good look, how do I look, huh, I'm 40, this is 40, get out of here, it's just so fucking whack, people are so into themselves, and their, like, breakdown of it, just the way that they, this is 50, really, just think about that, just, God, and makes your back muscles, like, you know what I'm saying, it's actually a pretty good stretch. Alright, let's see what else I got on here. Okay, yeah, last thing. You ever notice you watch, you see it online, you see it on social media, sports websites, Barstool, all these sites, they'll post fan reactions. Now, I have this thing where I think people always know they're being recorded. And some obviously are because there's phones right in their faces. And they put it on. They just put it on so much that any fan reaction to things, I can't really buy it. I really can't, unless the person doesn't know they're being recorded. Because and people are excited. I'm a fan of sports and of things or whatever. And that's the best part. You're just so elated with joy or the dynamics of it. It's the best. Mainly a fan of sports, but I'm sure other fans of shit have that same dynamic. But, when you see it online and they're showing these sports teams the playoffs or whatever and they're fans and they're going crazy, I don't know. Not in every instance, definitely, but you like see some and you're like, wow, this guy is so crazy, he's so emotional, he's so into it, but there's like 50 phones in his fucking face, so he's totally putting it on. I don't know. I just noticed these things over time. It'll be interesting to listen to these episodes, as the years go on, just to see where I'm at with it. Because, I don't lose sleep over this stuff. I just sort of jot it down just to talk about it on here because I think it's funny overall. Of course, it definitely does bug me, but I don't lose sleep over it. And, I think talking about it on here definitely just makes it fun and funny. This is 39. This is 44. This is 25. Oh, God. It's torture. This is torture. All right, so we're going to talk some shit here. Going to try to be positive now. Let's see how that fucking goes. Let's see how positive hardcore I can be on this episode. All right, cool. So, hey, I'm going to talk about the shit I found on Instagram. It's from Vegans from the World. That's the name of the page. The page. It sounds so weird, so whack. It's the name of the website on Instagram. That's the name of the www.vegansfromtheworld.com / No, that's their name on Instagram. Vegans from the World. And they posted a thing here recently. It just says happiness, chemicals, and how to hack them. So hacking means how to, tap into or whatever. All right, so the first thing on here, it talks about dopamine. And it said that's the reward chemical. And here's how to hack. Hackety hack. Don't talk back. Has how to hack that. How to channel it, tap into it. Eating food. Okay, that's good. And definitely, just to make a quick comment, you are what you eat. I've noticed that. When I'm eating like shit, I feel like shit. Not all the time. And then when I'm eating good, I feel good. Yeah. Achieving a goal. That feels great. Even the smallest shit. You do your fucking laundry. You know what I'm saying? You take out the garbage. You, whatever. You fill your vitamins for the week. Whatever, little task you can even do. I mean, seriously. Hey, the next one is complete a task. So achieving a goal was the one before that, and completing a task. So they kind of go similar. But yeah, a task could be having to go to the post office. When I go to the post office, I'm like a Buddhist monk, I swear, because I go in there and I'm like, okay, this is a high anxiety place. There's a lot of people frustrated. They're waiting. Everyone's kind of like in this weird spot. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to listen to my music or my podcast or whatever the fuck, and then just, expect to wait. My mom used to work at the post office, so I'm especially kind and patient with those motherfuckers. So yeah. But yeah, even just going there, that's good stuff. And then the last one is self-care activities. Cool. Hey, I'm releasing dopamine. That's pretty cool. I'm releasing dopamine because this is pretty much self-care, It's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy what could qualify for all these. You can go big, you really could. Achieving goals with graduating, with setting goals financially, setting goals with your family, religion, personal, love life, all that bullshit. Or you can go small. Say, hey, I need to change my windshield wipers. I need to change the oil in my car. You know what I'm saying? All right, the next one is endorphin, and that's the painkiller. So, exercising, number 1. Fucking A. That's great. I love that. Number 2, listening to music. I'm slowly loving this fucking endorphin. I thought dopamine was my chemical, but nope. I think I'm endorphin. The next one, listening to music. Music is self-care. It really is. It really is. Treat yourself to a song. I think I had a therapist or someone or maybe I was listening to some positive shit, and they were like, treat yourself to a song on a daily basis. So when I listen to music, I think I'm treating myself to a song. This is so good. Next one is watch a movie. Okay, so this endorphin shit seems like the chill shit. Watch a movie, take some things in, take in images, scenes and action and all this pepperoni. This is definitely my favorite. And the next one's laughter. Laughter, you cannot, it's impossible not to, laugh at some things, oh my God, it's the best. This is the best one. Endorphin, the painkiller? Figures, the painkiller. It's funny, you put the words, you put the whole, painkiller thing and it sounds bad, but these are all great things. Endorphin, that's awesome. All right, next one is oxytocin, the love hormone. Socializing, it's good, you definitely got to get out there in some capacity. Even if you make phone calls or do your thing, socialize, Oxytocin, that's dope. Physical touch, nothing like it. Nothing like it. Petting animals, that's kind of cool. Again, physical touch, connecting with animals. I think connecting with animals and then the unconditional love that some of them have, it's unspoken, all that shit, that's real cool. And then helping others. This is a good one. I like this. Oxytocin, helping others. Yeah, really, it's good to do for others. I think it was Muhammad Ali. He says something like, "Doing for others is is us paying rent on Earth," or something like that. You have to look it up, but it's doing for others is our rent that we pay to live here on Earth, or something. He says it a lot more eloquently, but you know what I'm saying. All right, the last one is serotonin, the mood stabilizer. Sun exposure. Okay. Hey, I just said I'm a pale ass motherfucker, but I like the sun, in moderation, and when I'm SPF'd up, you know what I'm saying? Sun is good, vitamin D, Mindfulness. Wow, that's a good one. This is a good one. Mindfulness. You can do everything mindful. You can mindful eat, you can mindful communicate, you can mindfully work. Seriously. That's, I like that. That's definitely a good one, to be mindful of things, really listen to your body. Listen to you. All right, next one is be with nature. That's awesome. Being with nature is important. There's definitely a connection that we have with this earth, and I think that is definitely worth this list. Last one is meditation. Again, at least for me, another way of connecting without I guess moving or just sort of being, just being. So yeah, this is great. I really like this. I think I'm gonna rank them right now. We'll go dopamine is 4, and then we'll go oxytocin as 3, and then serotonin as 2, and then numero uno is endorphins. I mean, damn, laughter, exercising. So yeah, really cool. It's vegans from the world. I'll probably share it on Instagram. But yeah, so that's my positive hardcore self-care tip of the week. All right, so fucking A. Let's read a little bit of poetry, all right? Let's hear some jazz music and then read some poetry. All right, so we're back with Haiku Moment, reading page 162. Twilight, staples rust in the telephone pole. The window pane reflects a TV cartoon, snow falling. The shade springs open, frozen socks on the line. In front of the go-go bar, a broken umbrella shakes with the wind. On the merry-go-round, the empty blue bench. On the merry-go-round, that empty blue bench. Nightfall. Horse chestnuts hit the parked car. That's good. Light rain on the young tree. A strip of burlap flaps. That's also real good. Crab washed ashore, each feeler intact. Drone deep in a sweet alyssum. What the hell is that word? Alyssum? Yeah. Drone deep in the sweet alyssum. Indian summer. I probably said that word wrong, but whatever. Night clouds touching the city's aura. Side by side, shriveling camellias. Snow white plum. Twilight deepens, the wordless things I know. That's awesome. Clean summer breeze, the curtain as far out the window as it will go. Of Forsythia, even the traffic is hushed in the morning sun. Starless night moving outward, the undertow. October mist hanging in space, lighted globes. Darkened beach, rocking on its back, winter moon. That's awesome. Autumn cloud shadows slowly down one mountainside and up another. On a stepping stone in the light from the back porch, a snail trail glistens. In shallow water, half of the minions are only shadows. From winter sky to brook, the icy moon. Out of rainy hills they come, thin-shelled snails and plump red worms. April sunrise, a mockingbird shakes off rain, struggles into song. Oh, there you have it. Fucking A, those were great. That was page 162 to page 170 in Haiku Moment. Some really good poems there. That was fucking awesome. All right, well, shit, let's go talk about some music, and then I'll get you guys out of here. Thanks for rolling with me. This definitely helps doing these podcasts, As I start doing them, it feels good and shit. All right, let's get into this motherfucking song of the week on the True Blue playlist. All right, the song I chose this week is a song by John Coltrane called Welcome. You can find it on The Gentle Side of Coltrane, which came out in 1975, which is like a compilation. And you know what? I found this on fucking vinyl recently. There's a place here in town called Vinyl Consumption. Shout out to them. And I found in the past 6 months two, I don't want to say they're rare, but they're just like, they're not rare in the sense of like they're worth a ton of money. They're rare in the sense of like they're not in circulation a lot. So I found the Gentle Side of Coltrane recently there, and it was just awesome. The other one I found there was Reason to Believe. Their fucking full length from like 89. Amazing. But yeah, so back to this. The song's called Welcome by John Coltrane. It's a wonderful piano that starts the song off. Very chill ass vibe. I mean, just by the title of the compilation, Gentle Side of Coltrane. If you want like a nighttime, nice chill jazz record, this is it for you. I'm telling you. It really does a great job. Just to speak on the record itself, that it goes in places where I guess gentle is an appropriate word for it, because it really does, even when it has those sort of like those more like bold sounds. What the fuck? This fucking thing. Hold on, my damn microphone. This cocksucker. All right, we're cool. I'm gonna have to listen back to this, but anyway, it does such a good job of not like being like obnoxious or being abrupt or being too much to have like a chill jazz record. This is a great record to play anytime in the evening, whether you're hosting or you're alone, whether it's, you know, clear skies or rainy or snowy, whatever. It's just one of those records. Back to the song Welcome. The sax immediately cuts in and takes over your attention with it. And it's just it's so cool with this song. You follow so many things: the piano, the drums. They all just play such a great, like, you know, collection there. It brings you along with a very smooth melody, very complimentary sounds from, like, you know, the bass, the fucking drums. What the fuck else I have here? It says Coltrane. What the fuck? Give me a second here. This is wiggity. Wiggity, whack. All right, so let's now get on to the True Blue Song of the Week for the True Blue playlist. Alright, so the song I chose this week is called Welcome by John Coltrane. You can find it on the Gentle Side of Coltrane, which came out in 1975. This is a great song, and this is a great record. I found this record recently, and I couldn't believe it. It was at a record store here in town called Vinyl Consumption, and I was just blown away, because it's probably one of my favorite jazz records, in that it's so chill. It's the right kind of jazz. It's evening jazz. It's fucking chill. It's, you know, like whatever weather, whatever mood, whether you're hosting or by yourself, this is like the perfect record for it, in my opinion. And I can't believe I found it. I was just one day, I'm like, I want to go record shopping, and I was just flipping through, and there it was. And you know, when you see something, you have that like rush of emotion and like elation. I shouldn't say emotion, more elation. You're like, whoa, I can't believe it's here. Right before my eyes. It's not just some online image or whatever. And yeah, I fucking found it at this spot. Anyway, the song itself is great. Kicks in with this piano, just kind of just takes you along. It has this very like kind of like, I don't know, very organic kind of vibe with it. You know, it's not like in your face right away. The way though that the saxophone comes in, it sounds just so appropriate with Coltrane. I mean, it cuts through, but not in an abrupt way. It has that like presence, but it doesn't overwhelm. Just a great song and album, you know, as I said, to check out in the evening. The drums in this are really cool because you can hear all the cymbals, and it almost has like a timpani kind of sound. You know, and it's like you don't really hear any kind of snare on it, you know, on this song at all. And it's yeah, it gets its loudest towards the end of the man. All right, and let's get on to the True Blue playlist and song of the week. All right, so the song I chose this week is called Welcome by John Coltrane. It's off of The Gentle Side of Coltrane. It came out in 1975. This is a great song. It's just the way it just opens up. It has that piano. It's very like delicate, very light, kind of, it's not that kind of jazz that just punches, it's just so abrupt and everything cuts through. It meshes so well together, the way it just opens up with the piano, and then when Coltrane comes in with the saxophone. Just awesome. This is a great evening album, in my opinion. Really nice chill one. Whether you're hosting or chilling by yourself, whether it's summertime, raining, winter, any of that shit, this is the perfect like evening album, in my opinion. The drums on it too they're all like, there's no snare. It's all like almost sounds like a timpani, and it's just the way the cymbals are. It's like it has the perfect accents on this song. It's a great winding down song. It definitely brings you along with great complementary sounds and great, just like, it's that kind of jazz that you want to hear, that like, you can kind of sit there and just sort of chill and absorb and think with. And yeah, this album is probably one of them. When I'm going to sleep and like just chilling, I listen to this album probably more often than any other album. This one and the Cocktail Twins, Stars and Topsoil compilation. Those are two great bedtime albums. Two great evening bedtime albums. Two very different, though. But yeah, this is a great song. I'm going to add it to the True Blue playlist. It's called Welcome by John Coltrane off of The Gentle Side of Coltrane. Well, fuck, that's it. Thanks, everyone, for joining me for fucking session 37. Hope you guys are staying cool. And remember, music is self-care. All right, everyone. Have a good week. Peace.